What I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see social media forever. There's an ancient psychological trap that destroyed entire kingdoms, brought down powerful rulers, and now tech giants are using this exact same weapon to control your mind every single day. By the end of this video, you'll understand how your deepest instincts are being weaponized against you, and more importantly, how to break free from this digital seduction trap that's keeping you trapped, distracted, and powerless. You're watching Talk Raw. We break down the chaos of love, sex, mental health, and everything you're too afraid to talk about.
Think about this for a moment. You pick up your phone to check one message, and suddenly 2 hours have vanished. You're scrolling through endless feeds of beautiful women, perfect bodies, seductive content, and you can't seem to stop. Does this sound familiar? You tell yourself just 5 more minutes, but you keep going. You know it's not helping your life, but something deep inside keeps pulling you back. What you don't realize is that you're experiencing the same psychological manipulation that toppled ancient empires.
Here's the shocking truth most people will never understand. Every powerful king throughout history had one fatal weakness that could destroy everything they built. It wasn't war, it wasn't money, it wasn't politics. It was lust. Ancient rulers would sacrifice their kingdoms, their armies, their entire legacies for one thing: the intoxicating pleasure of beautiful women dancing, seducing, and entertaining them. They became so addicted to this stimulation that they forgot about their responsibilities, their people, their power.
And here's where it gets really disturbing. Modern tech giants studied this exact pattern and thought, what if we could create this same addiction but make it available to every man on the planet? They realized that if lust could make kings abandon their kingdoms, imagine what it could do to regular guys with smartphones. They've essentially turned your phone into a digital palace filled with endless entertainment, beautiful women, and instant gratification.
Let me break down the psychology behind this digital trap. When ancient kings watched dancers and courtesans, their brains released massive amounts of dopamine, the pleasure chemical. But here's the key: they never got fully satisfied. There was always another dancer, another performance, another night of entertainment to crave. This created an endless cycle of desire and temporary satisfaction that kept them hooked. Sound familiar? That's exactly what happens when you scroll through Instagram, TikTok, or OnlyFans.
The genius of social media is that they've made this ancient addiction portable and endless. Ancient kings had to wait for special occasions or performances, but you have unlimited access 24/7. Every swipe gives you a new face, a new body, a new fantasy. Your brain thinks it's living like a king, getting access to unlimited beauty and seduction. But instead of ruling a kingdom, you're just feeding an algorithm that's designed to keep you scrolling, spending, and completely distracted from building your real life.
Here's what most men don't realize about this digital seduction. Every minute you spend consuming this content, you're training your brain to crave instant gratification over real achievement. Ancient kings who fell to this trap stopped leading their armies, stopped making important decisions, stopped growing as leaders. Today's men who get trapped in social media do the same thing. They stop pursuing real relationships, real goals, real success, because the fake pleasure is so much easier to access.
But here's where this gets really dark. Social media companies know exactly what they're doing. They hire neuroscientists, psychologists, addiction specialists to make their platforms as addictive as possible. They use the same techniques that casinos use: variable reward schedules, bright colors, notification sounds, all designed to hijack your brain's reward system. They're literally treating you like a lab rat, and most guys have no idea they're being experimented on.
Think about how this affects your real relationships with women. When your brain is constantly stimulated by perfect, filtered, sexualized images, real women start to seem boring or inadequate. You lose the ability to appreciate genuine beauty, real personality, authentic connection. Ancient kings had the same problem. They became so addicted to theatrical seduction that they couldn't connect with real people anymore. You're experiencing the exact same psychological corruption.
And here's the most manipulative part. These platforms make you think you're winning. You get likes, comments, matches, messages. It feels like social success. But it's all fake validation designed to keep you engaged. Meanwhile, your real social skills, your confidence with actual people, your ability to build meaningful relationships, all of that is slowly dying. You think you're living like a king, but you're actually becoming more isolated and powerless every day.
Let me share the 3 signs that show you're caught in this digital seduction trap. First, you find yourself constantly reaching for your phone without even thinking about it. Second, you're comparing real women to the impossible standards you see online. And third, you're spending more time fantasizing about digital interactions than building real ones. If any of these sound familiar, your brain has been hijacked by the same psychological weapons that destroyed ancient empires.
But here's the empowering truth that changes everything. Once you understand this manipulation, you can break free from it. Ancient kings who recognized this trap could reclaim their power by setting boundaries, focusing on real achievements, and surrounding themselves with genuine people instead of entertaining distractions. You can do the exact same thing, but first, you need to see the cage you're in.
The reason social media companies profit billions from this ancient psychology is simple. They're selling you the illusion of power while actually making you powerless. They give you access to beautiful women through screens, but prevent you from developing the confidence to approach real women. They give you instant entertainment, but steal your ability to enjoy real experiences. They make you feel like a king while turning you into a consumer.
So how do you reclaim your power from these digital kingdoms? Start by recognizing that every moment you spend scrolling is a moment you're not building your actual life. Ancient kings who overcame this addiction focused on real achievements, building actual relationships, developing real skills, creating real value. When you start investing your time and energy into your genuine goals instead of digital distractions, something powerful happens. You stop needing the fake stimulation.
Here's the transformation that happens when you break free from this trap. You start seeing social media for what it really is, a carefully designed addiction machine that profits from your weakness. You begin to appreciate real beauty, real relationships, real experiences. You develop genuine confidence that doesn't depend on digital validation. You become like the wise kings who chose real power over entertaining distractions.
The ultimate irony is this. The men who break free from social media addiction become far more attractive to real women than the men who stay trapped in digital fantasies. Why? Because they develop real confidence, real social skills, real goals that don't involve staring at screens all day. They become interesting, present, engaged with the actual world around them. That's the kind of man who naturally attracts genuine relationships.
If this opened your eyes to how your mind has been manipulated by ancient psychological tricks disguised as modern technology, you're ready for the deeper insights we explore on this channel. We reveal the hidden patterns that control human behavior, not just in relationships, but in every area of life. Subscribe to Talk Raw with AI Couple because understanding psychology is the key to reclaiming your power in a world designed to exploit your weaknesses.
Remember, the goal isn't to become a monk who avoids all technology. It's to become conscious of how these platforms are designed to manipulate you so you can use them as tools instead of being used by them. When you understand the ancient psychology behind modern addiction, you can make choices that serve your real life instead of feeding someone else's profits. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next exploration of human psychology.